The sun rose over Earth, painting the cities and mountains in a golden light. To most people, it seemed like any other morning. Children played in schoolyards, workers went to their jobs, and life went on quietly. Yet beneath this ordinary world, humanity had been preparing for something far greater than anyone could imagine. For decades, humans had advanced their technology in secret. Deep underground, in hidden labs, engineers and scientists built ships that could travel faster than light, weapons that could destroy fleets, and shields that could protect entire cities. Earth had not been idle. Every invention, every test, every quiet experiment was part of a plan to make sure humanity could survive anything the galaxy could throw at them. The people of Earth didn't know how close they were to war. Then one morning, the sky filled with a strange light. A broadcast came from the Galactic Council, a group of alien leaders from distant worlds. The message was arrogant and mocking. "Humans are primitive," it said. "Your species is weak and slow. You cannot compete with us. Stay on your little planet and do not interfere with the galaxy." Millions watched as the message repeated across screens, phones, and news channels. Some people laughed, thinking it was a joke. Others felt fear, but the leaders of Earth remained calm. They had expected this day. In a press conference broadcast to the entire planet, Earth's president appeared. Behind her, screens showed glimpses of the hidden human fleet, ships unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen. "We have been holding back," she said. "We have watched and waited, and now the galaxy will see what humanity can do. We warned you. The time for hiding is over." Across the world, people paused. The words were simple, but they carried power. Humanity had been underestimated for too long. Now it was time to show what humans were truly capable of. Deep in space, human scouts detected the first alien ships approaching. They were confident, moving with arrogance and power. Their weapons were strong, their ships fast, and their numbers large. Yet they did not know the secret humans had kept for decades. Earth had prepared for this. Every city had shelters. Every fleet had strategies. Every human, from soldiers to civilians, knew their role in the coming conflict. On the surface of Earth, cities buzzed with activity. Factories and labs worked at full speed, preparing supplies and equipment. Pilots trained in simulators, learning maneuvers that would confuse the alien fleets. Engineers fine-tuned energy shields, making them stronger and more flexible. Even the children in schools learned basic survival drills, not as a game, but as preparation for the reality that might come. In the deserts of Nevada, a hidden fleet waited. The ships were sleek and dark, almost invisible against the blackness of space. Each ship carried weapons that could strike with incredible precision. Drones patrolled the nearby asteroid fields, ready to defend against attacks. Scientists monitored energy readings and gravitational waves, making sure the fleet could move without being detected until the right moment. At the same time, in Europe, underground cities were prepared for the worst. Hospitals stocked advanced medical supplies, shelters had food for months, and communication networks were hardened against interference. Human leaders coordinated silently, knowing that when war began they could not afford mistakes. Despite all this preparation, there was a quiet moment. People looked at the sky, wondering if the aliens would come peacefully. Some hoped that Earth's warning would be enough. Others knew better. History had shown that power often attracted conflict. And now, with humanity revealing its true strength, the galaxy would not ignore it. On a command ship orbiting Earth, Commander Alina Reyes watched the first alien scouts appear. Her hands moved over the control panel, checking systems and communicating with fleets around the world. "They think we are weak," she said to herself. "They will learn soon enough that humans never give up." Alina remembered stories from her childhood, tales of humans surviving impossible challenges. Her grandparents had spoken of wars on Earth. When humans faced threats they seemed too small to overcome. Yet humans had always found a way. It was in their nature. And now in space, that nature would be tested on a galactic scale. The alien scouts drew closer. Their weapons glowed as they scanned the solar system. They expected resistance, but not the level of intelligence and preparation humans had achieved. Every move humans made had been calculated, every defense prepared. And they were not alone. Humans across the planet coordinated silently, ready to act at a moment's notice. Back on Earth, ordinary citizens went about their lives, unaware of how close the war truly was. Farmers worked in fields, teachers taught in classrooms, and families prepared meals. Yet even in their daily routines, they were part of the defense. Many had volunteered for training programs. Many had learned first aid, piloting, or engineering skills that could save lives when the battle began. Humanity's strength came not only from machines and weapons, but from its people. The first minor skirmishes occurred near the moon. Alien ships tested human defenses, firing small energy pulses to see how the planet would respond. The human fleet countered with precision drones, deflecting attacks and disabling the scouts without causing destruction. It was a warning, a first message. Humans were ready and they would not be defeated easily. Commander Alina looked at the radar screens and smiled faintly. "This is only the beginning," she said. "The galaxy has underestimated us for too long. Let them come. We are ready." Meanwhile, on Earth, the president spoke again. "Our goal is not to destroy," she said. "Our goal is to protect. But make no mistake, the galaxy will see that humans are not weak. We will defend our planet, our people, and our future with every resource we have." The broadcast ended, leaving millions of viewers in awe. The quiet of Earth was gone. The world was united not by fear but by purpose. Humanity had revealed its hand and the galaxy would respond. As night fell, stars sparkled above the cities, peaceful and distant. But hidden in the darkness of space, alien eyes watched, preparing to strike. They did not yet understand the strength of the species they had mocked, and they would soon learn. In the calm before the storm, humans trained, prepared, and waited. The galaxy had been warned. Humanity had been holding back. And now war was inevitable. But humans were ready, determined, and united. The quiet before the storm ended with one thought in every human mind. They would not be defeated. The first alien attack came before dawn. From deep space, the enemy fleet moved silently, their dark ships reflecting starlight like shadows on a black canvas. They were confident, their sensors detecting human defenses and assuming they were weak. They were wrong. On Earth's orbit, human fleets had already positioned themselves in hidden zones. The ships, sleek and dark, waited patiently. Commander Alina Reyes watched the approaching alien vessels on her control panel. Her eyes were calm, but inside her heart raced with anticipation. "Remember," she said to her pilots over the intercom, "this is what we trained for. Stay focused, stay precise." The aliens fired the first shots. Pulses of energy streaked through space, aiming at human satellites and orbital defenses. The humans responded instantly. Drones shot out from hidden hangars, intercepting the alien energy beams. Shields activated across the fleet, glowing faintly as they absorbed and deflected the attacks. For the first time, the aliens realized humans were not unprepared. Their missiles, which they expected to cause widespread destruction, were neutralized effortlessly. Drones flew in coordinated patterns, disabling enemy weapons before they reached human ships. Meanwhile, on the planet's surface, Earth cities prepared for potential strikes. Automated systems directed energy pulses into orbit, ready to assist the fleet if any alien ship broke through the shields. Civilians were safe in shelters, but military personnel moved through command centers and control hubs, monitoring every movement. As the battle continued, humans revealed their ingenuity. Using gravitational manipulation, human ships created invisible traps in space. Alien vessels that entered these zones were caught in swirling fields that slowed their engines and caused disorientation. Many ships drifted helplessly while human drones disabled them, one by one. Commander Reyes coordinated strikes with precision. "Target the lead ship first," she ordered. "The rest will follow our lead." Her voice was calm, but her strategy was brilliant. The alien fleet had never encountered such organized and intelligent tactics. Their leaders, confident in their superiority, could not adapt quickly enough. The battle extended from orbit to the moon. Alien ships attempted to hide behind lunar terrain, launching ambushes. But human pilots were faster. Using advanced sensors and AI-assisted targeting, they struck with pinpoint accuracy, forcing the aliens to retreat or be destroyed. Even the alien ground forces, stationed on asteroid mining colonies, were caught off guard. Humans had anticipated these attacks. Swift spacecraft carried soldiers and equipment to intercept them. In microgravity, humans moved with skill, using magnetic boots and tether lines to navigate and secure positions. Aliens, expecting chaos, instead found precise and coordinated resistance. On Earth, news broadcasts showed scenes of human courage. Pilots maneuvered through asteroid fields. Engineers activated emergency shields, and commanders coordinated vast fleets with perfect timing. The people watching realized that humans were not just defending, they were winning. The aliens, shocked by the unexpected strength, sent reinforcements. Entire fleets from distant star systems entered the solar system, believing that their numbers would overwhelm humanity. But humans were ready. Earth's AI systems analyzed enemy formations instantly, predicting attacks and suggesting countermeasures faster than the aliens could react. Humanity also displayed creativity in war. Ships cloaked themselves among debris fields, waiting to strike from unexpected angles. Energy nets trapped enemy squadrons, immobilizing them while human drones dismantled their weapons. Humans used decoys, holograms, and simulated attacks to confuse the aliens, making them waste energy and resources. Back on Earth, Commander Reyes monitored every engagement. She communicated constantly with her officers, adjusting tactics in real time. "Split the fleets into 3 groups," she ordered. "Use the asteroid belt as cover. Focus on protecting the planet first." Every command was executed flawlessly, showing the aliens the intelligence and adaptability of human leadership. Despite their power, humans were careful not to destroy unnecessarily. Many alien ships were captured rather than destroyed, studied for weaknesses and sometimes redirected away from populated areas. This balance of strength and restraint surprised many alien observers. Humans were powerful, but they were also disciplined and ethical in their conduct. As the battle raged across space, rumors began to spread. Across the galaxy, other species watched the fight unfold. Humans were proving something no one had expected. Stories circulated quickly, small hidden ships defeating entire fleets, humans predicting alien maneuvers, and the planet itself surviving attacks without catastrophic loss. The galaxy was witnessing the rise of a species that refused to be underestimated. On the front lines, human pilots showed extraordinary courage. Young men and women trained for years executed maneuvers that no alien could predict. They guided entire fleets through tight asteroid belts, dodged energy blasts, and led counterattacks that turned the tide of battle. Their bravery inspired everyone on Earth. Commander Reyes and her officers also prepared for the worst. They knew that alien leaders might try desperate measures targeting Earth directly. Emergency plans were in place. Entire cities could be shielded, energy weapons deployed, and orbital defenses concentrated if needed. Humanity had prepared for every scenario. Even as the war escalated, humans kept communication lines open. Messages of hope and determination were sent to every corner of Earth. "We fight not just to survive," President Helena said in a broadcast. "We fight to show the galaxy who we are. We are strong, we are united, and we will not be defeated." By the end of the day, the first major engagement ended with a decisive human advantage. Alien ships retreated, many damaged or destroyed. Humans celebrated quietly, knowing this was only the beginning. The aliens had learned that Earth could not be taken lightly. Commander Reyes looked at the stars, her face calm but determined. "They thought we were weak," she said softly. "Now they know the truth. Humanity has only begun to show its strength." And in the quiet after the battle, humans prepared for what was next. Supplies were restocked, ships repaired, and strategies updated. The galaxy had seen a glimpse of human power, but the war was far from over. Every human knew that the coming battles would be harder, and that the survival of Earth depended on courage, intelligence, and unity. The first strike had ended, but the war had truly begun. Humanity had ignited a fight that no alien would forget. They had shown the galaxy that humans were not to be underestimated, and they were ready for whatever came next. The war had escalated. Alien fleets had regrouped, bringing more ships from distant star systems, confident that their numbers could finally overwhelm Earth. But humans had learned quickly. Every tactic the aliens used was anticipated, every movement calculated. Commander Alina Reyes and her officers had transformed Earth's fleet into a precision machine, ready to strike anywhere at any time. The first major battle in this new phase took place above the asteroid belt. Thousands of ships, human and alien, clashed among floating rocks and icy debris. The aliens fired relentlessly, energy beams cutting through space, expecting chaos to follow. But humans had prepared traps. Gravity fields pulled alien ships into tight clusters where human drones dismantled their weapons and engines. "Target their command ships," Alina ordered. Her voice was calm, precise, and confident. Her officers acted instantly, redirecting fleets and coordinating strikes. Within minutes, the lead alien vessels were damaged and forced to retreat. It was not only a tactical victory, it was a message. Humans were no longer defending. They were attacking. On Earth, the citizens watched the news in awe. Every update from the fleet showed human courage, intelligence, and strength. Pilots maneuvered through asteroid fields with unmatched skill. Engineers calculated energy pulses that disabled enemy weapons, and entire alien squadrons were captured without loss to human life. The world realized that humans were not only fighting, they were winning, but humanity did not attack blindly. Even in war, ethics guided their actions. Entire alien planets were surveyed before strikes. Civilians were warned or evacuated using stealth ships. Humans demonstrated that power could be combined with wisdom and discipline. Every move was calculated to protect lives while defeating the enemy. Commander Reyes focused on strategy. Alien leaders had underestimated the humans repeatedly, assuming they were slow, weak, and reckless. That assumption was fatal. Humans now controlled orbital lanes, asteroid passages, and even some alien colonies. They used speed, precision, and creativity to disrupt enemy supply lines. Entire fleets were stranded, isolated from reinforcements, and neutralized. Meanwhile, human scientists discovered a remarkable advantage. Alien technology was sophisticated but rigid. Humans could adapt faster. AI-assisted analysis allowed humans to predict alien tactics before they were executed. Ships coordinated in perfect harmony, anticipating enemy movements and countering them with devastating efficiency. The turning point came when humans launched a surprise attack on a key alien homeworld. Using cloaked ships, human fleets approached unnoticed. Energy shields absorbed the initial defensive fire, and drones quickly disabled surface weapons. Pilots guided ships with daring skill, weaving through defensive grids. Within hours, humans had disabled the planet's main defense systems, showing the galaxy that humans could strike anywhere, anytime. Alien leaders were shocked. They had expected resistance, but never so organized, so clever, and so disciplined. Their fleets, once confident, now scrambled to respond. Humans had shown that they were not only strong, they were brilliant. Back on Earth, celebrations were quiet but meaningful. Families hugged, soldiers smiled, and engineers received recognition for their brilliance. People everywhere understood that humanity had proven itself, not just as fighters, but as a species capable of incredible ingenuity and courage. Despite victory after victory, humans remained vigilant. They knew the war was not over. Alien fleets still existed, and some would attempt desperate attacks. But humanity had learned that preparation, intelligence, and courage could overcome even the greatest odds. As humans continued their campaign, they also sent a clear message to the galaxy. Diplomats and leaders broadcast words of caution and pride. We fight to protect our planet and our people. But understand this, humanity cannot be underestimated. We warned you. We have been holding back. Now the galaxy knows the truth. The effect was immediate. Across distant star systems, alien civilizations paused, rethinking their strategies and assumptions. Stories of human victories spread like wildfire. A species once dismissed as primitive had demonstrated unparalleled courage, intelligence, and adaptability. The galaxy began to recognize that humans were not just survivors. They were a force to be reckoned with. In space, Commander Reyes guided the final operations of the campaign. Alien leaders had retreated to safer systems, their confidence shattered. Human fleets secured strategic positions, ensuring that Earth could never be threatened again. Drones patrolled borders, sensors scanned distant star systems, and humans remained ready for any future challenge. Even as the war drew to a close, humanity did not boast. The planet was scarred from the battles, but its people were united, proud of their achievements and aware of the sacrifices made. Pilots, engineers, and soldiers returned home to celebrations and quiet reflection. Every person who had contributed, whether on the battlefield or behind the scenes, understood that their work had secured the future of Earth. Commander Reyes stood on the bridge of the command ship, looking at the stars. She remembered the arrogant messages from the Galactic Council, mocking humans as weak and insignificant. Now, after months of strategic warfare, those messages seemed almost foolish. Humans had shown their true strength. They were resilient, clever, and united in purpose. Earth has spoken, she said quietly. The galaxy will never forget it. The president echoed this sentiment in a broadcast to all of humanity. We fought not just to survive, but to show the universe what we are capable of. Our courage, intelligence, and unity have proven that humans are a species that must be respected. Let this be a lesson to the galaxy. Never underestimate Earth. Across the planet, people cheered, knowing that humanity had not only survived, but thrived. Cities rebuilt, industries resumed, and life continued with a new sense of pride and purpose. Humanity had faced the greatest challenge it had ever known, and emerged victorious. In the stars, alien fleets retreated, humbled and wary. They had seen human ingenuity, resilience, and bravery firsthand. They understood that Earth was not a planet to be conquered, but a world to be respected. The war had ended, but the legend of humanity's power would live on. Stories of bravery, cleverness, and discipline spread throughout the galaxy. Other civilizations began to recognize humans not as primitives, but as a species with unmatched potential. On Earth, the people looked up at the night sky, stars twinkling like diamonds above their planet. They had fought, learned, and grown. They had shown the galaxy the true strength of humans. And in that quiet moment, one truth was clear. Humanity would never be underestimated again. The stars had witnessed the rise of a new power. Earth had warned the galaxy, and now the galaxy knew. Humanity had held back for too long, but when the time came, it had unleashed its full might, and the universe would never forget it.